What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Racy Podcast. This is your host, Christopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. So today, guys, I want to speak to you about the Canelo fight between Crawford. Well, first, I want to speak to you about the fight beforehand, before Canelo and Crawford actually fought each other. There's this other fight with Lester Martinez and this guy named Mbilli. I feel like this fight was the fight of the night. And I told my brother, this is going to be like the best fight of the night. And guess what? I was right. Damn, when they were going at it, man, Lester Martinez and Mbilli, these guys, I've never seen them fought before, but Lester Martinez, I just know that he was from Guatemala, and since like one of my relatives is from Guatemala, well, my stepdad, he is from Guatemala, and so he was going for him, and that's what interests me to see like how this guy fought and everything. And I wasn't disappointed. This fight was actually pretty good, man. Martinez versus Mbilli. These guys have earned new fans, and yeah, man, that was a one hell of a fight, and yeah, it turned out to be a draw for them too. These guys were going at it, man. All 12 rounds. Oh, no, it was actually 10. 10 rounds, but this was a very entertaining fight, and man, what a crazy fight. It turned out to be a draw, but at least none of them were lost. And the crazy part is, both fighters, they were undefeated before they actually fought each other. And so, yeah, man, I can't wait to actually see another fight between these two. Hopefully, we might get a rematch between them, and that'll be awesome if it's like a co-main event. I don't think it will sell as a main event just yet, but as a co-main event, then yeah, it will be awesome. It'll be awesome to see them fight once again, man. But now going to the Canelo fight between Terence Crawford. This is a fight that we all expected to be so great, and just like everybody just talking about it on social media, like even my family members, they were hyped to actually see this fight. It was a very hype fight, and just the thing is, the results that I wanted did not happen. Canelo Alvarez, he lost against Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford pulled one of the biggest upset probably in the whole decade, probably in all of boxing, all around. Wow. This dude is so gifted. This dude is a generational talent. Terence Crawford defeated Canelo Alvarez by unanimous decision. Unanimous decision. By the second or third round, I was looking at Canelo and how he was fighting against Terence Crawford, and he seemed a bit lost. He seemed a bit lost against Terence Crawford. He made Canelo Alvarez seem normal. That was the crazy part. Not once did I see Terence Crawford phased or seem frustrated or anything like that. He didn't seem worried at all. He just was having fun in there. He was just having a great time, just picking his shots. And Canelo Alvarez, he seemed like he was the one that was frustrated and was getting a bit angry, you know. Terence Crawford, man, he pulled the biggest upset of the year, probably. Like, it wasn't really a competitive fight. I probably might just give Canelo Alvarez maybe at least 3 rounds or 4 rounds. But Terence Crawford, I have to give this guy most of the whole rounds, dude. It wasn't even close, to be honest. Terence Crawford was just that great, man. He was just a better fighter than Canelo Alvarez. Maybe Canelo Alvarez didn't have a great night, like before actually taking the fight, but that doesn't matter. It just seemed like Terence Crawford was outboxing this man the whole time, and Canelo Alvarez did not have any answers to all the combinations, to all the moves that he was giving. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez was just lost, dude. And Terence Crawford, he seemed like he was just connecting more. His fighting IQ, man, was just insane. he was just reading him like a book, to be honest. And yeah, dude, about maybe around round 9 or 10, it seemed like everything was becoming more hype and hype because both of them, well, Canelo Alvarez seemed like he was trying to fight him and he was trying to KO him. I mean, there were some shots that Canelo Alvarez did connect to Terence Crawford, but he didn't seem phased at all or didn't seem hurt, Terence Crawford, at all from Canelo Alvarez's fights. And usually, when you get hit by Canelo, sometimes, well, most of his opponents, they always seem like they're just trying to defend themselves and seem like probably they don't want to get hit anymore. They don't want to get hit about from this guy. And as for Terence Crawford, the whole time he was just focused, man. He was just focused, and he got the job done. He got the job done by unanimous decision. Nobody wasn't expecting this, dude, because Canelo Alvarez was the favorite going in for this boxing fight. And for all the people who betted on Terence Crawford to win, ooh, man, probably they have won so much money because he was a huge underdog for that fight. I saw a post that freaking Floyd Mayweather, he was going for Terence Crawford and he won his money. But damn, Terence Crawford, dude, he is a one generational talent. He pulled the biggest upset probably in today's boxing. Man, what a fighter. What a great fighter, dude. Now, would he have beaten Floyd Mayweather? I have not mentioned this before in the podcast, but now I'm going to say it. I feel like Terence Crawford might have beaten Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, man, there's just no way, man. There's just probably no way that Terence Crawford would have lost that fight. They would have gotten all the way to 12 rounds, but I feel like Terence Crawford, he has a way better boxing IQ. Look, he has the boxing IQ. He has the power to actually punch people and actually take them down. And his speed is somewhat there, but everything else about him, man, he's just one hell of a fighter. And Floyd Mayweather, he probably has, the best defense in the world. He probably might have dodged here and there. But if Terence Crawford actually connected really well with his punches to Floyd Mayweather, he probably would have actually taken him down. Floyd Mayweather would have run away from him almost the whole fight. And Floyd Mayweather might just wanted to counter, and that's about it. But the shots that he wants to pick, he wouldn't be able to because of Terence Crawford's IQ. He wouldn't be able to connect that well. And I feel like that might have happened. The same thing as it happened with Canelo Alvarez, I feel like it might have happened as well for Floyd Mayweather if Terence Crawford ever fought him. He was just that great, man. Terence Crawford is one hell of a fighter, dude, and he does deserve to be maybe like in the top 10 at least for boxing, dude. I was struck, man. I was just so surprised. He deserves everything that he got for that fight, man. But speaking of what he deserved, here's what's wrong with fighting with boxing and contracts. So yeah, you guys know that Canelo Alvarez did lose this fight, but guess how much money he won? $150 million. $150 million he won, and Terence Crawford only won $50 million. $50 million. That was a big ripoff. I mean, not well for them. $50 million is still a lot of money, but damn, $150 million for Canelo himself, dude. It says right here on this tweet, might have lost the battle, but won the war. Wow, $50 million for Terence Crawford and Canelo, $150 million. That's an insane amount of money for just one guy to take home. But I know that he's not gonna be the only person to take that much money. He needs to pay his trainers, the people who help him with his diet. All those people behind him. I'm sure he's gonna pay all of them. But damn, 150 million. He could just retire, man. He could just retire on that fight and go go right to the sunset, man. Wow. That's what Terence Crawford actually promised that he was going to do. I think it was like last year or 2 years ago. I saw a clip of him when he was talking to Joe Rogan about what he was going to do if he fought Canelo Alvarez. But I'm not really sure if he is still going to do it. Maybe he is. Maybe we might actually get a rematch. But I don't know. I highly doubt it because they have titled this fight as a once in a lifetime event. That has happened beforehand with The Rock and John Cena on the WWE, but mixed boxing, maybe they might actually fight once again. But we will see. Maybe Terence Crawford might actually want to get another rematch to prove himself again. For Canelo Alvarez, maybe he feel like he has already proved himself. He has been like the guy for years already, and maybe Canelo might not want to get another rematch between Terence Crawford because he might risk of actually losing again against the better fighter. I mean, he wanted the same contract that he had before with Bivol when he lost to him, but Bivol wanted more money. He wanted more money, and he wanted to fight on his weight class, on Canelo's weight class, but they didn't because they were just having contract issues. But as for Terence Crawford, I highly doubt it as well. We will see, man. I'm not really sure what Canelo's going to do. Man, I really was going for Canelo to win. Good thing I did not bet it for this fight. Well, I actually did bet it for Price Picks, but it wasn't really a huge amount of money. Just $10. That's about it. I could have won $30 on Price Picks because I put over 130 punches for him, and supposedly like he got 99 total punches landed for Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, that's crazy. I did lose my $10, but that was about it for that though. And now in other news, I want to speak to you about the movie Hem. This movie was produced by Jordan Peele, and it was directed by Justin Tippin. Now this movie, from the get-go, just like when I saw the trailer alone, I was interested in this movie because it was using the sport of football with horror. Name another film that you have seen something like that before. Probably you haven't, or it hasn't really been popularized in Hollywood or any movie as of right now. Maybe another sports movie that uses horror elements might be Black Swan, and maybe that's about it. There hasn't really been that many. There hasn't really been that many movies that have used sports mixed with horror elements. And that was the main thing that interested me in this movie. I want to go see this movie. I just saw the ratings for this movie on Rotten Tomatoes, and it debuted with a 36%. That's horrible. That's bad for a movie. But I'm still interested in going to go see this movie. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a waste of time, but lots of people are saying that Jordan Peele made this movie. No, he didn't. He just produced it. Producer means that he just put money on the movie. He had to do nothing with the writing. He didn't direct it at all. It was Justin Tippin that directed this movie. He was just the guy who funded this movie to be created. And yeah, like I said, the premise alone, it got to me. That was the main reason why I want to go see this film. I probably might go see it on Sunday. And yeah, man, I am very interested in this film. Marlon Wayans, he came back on a horror movie. I feel like the last film that I've seen him on was A Haunted House 2. I feel like that was his last movie he has done for quite a long time. And now he finally came back in another horror movie. And he's gonna come back in the Scary Movie 6 movie, which is gonna come out next year in the year 2026. I'm so excited to actually see the movie. I don't really care about what the critics are saying. I'm going to decide if it's a good movie or not, depending on if I like it or not. But yeah, man, let's see how it goes down for that movie. Yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did enjoy this podcast, make sure to follow it on whichever platform you are listening to it. If you are listening to it on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, make sure to follow it and also recommend this podcast to a friend or neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about combat sports and horror stuff. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.